Come on in the room. Hey, welcome to another episode of Against the Grain podcast, hosted by everybody's favorite uncle, Uncle G. It is my goal to empower all of us, all my nieces, all my nephews, especially my nephews. I'm sorry, I got a special place in my heart for the nephews. I want to empower all of us to be the best that God has for us to be. Because I'm going to tell you what, we see so many times, especially in our communities, where we're constantly divided, we're constantly distracted, we're constantly pulled away, we're constantly bombarded with so many distractions that oftentimes we spend so many times chasing these distractions that we forget that we actually have purpose. So we're going to get to it. We're going to talk about how do we chase purpose? How do we get that peace? I was talking to a friend of mine not too long ago, and we were talking about some of the things that were going on in our lives. We were talking about. He said he seemed that there was no peace in his life, and because there was no peace in his life, it distracted him from purpose. So when he had no peace, his purpose then became finding peace. And I thought about that thing because none of us wants to really suffer and have our head in a bad mental space. So a lot of times when we're distracted by things that are taking our peace from us, we often lose sight of the purpose that God gave us. I mean, and it's real. We start thinking about, how am I going to pay this? How am I going to do that? I can't believe that such and such said this to me. I can't believe that I I have to deal with this situation. And now a lot of us, when we get home in the afternoon, we'll just sit there in our cars, like zombies for a second, saying, before I enter into this world again, just let me have peace for a second. And when you find yourself in that place, I need you to start questioning, what is your focus? Are you losing sight of your peace? Are you losing sight of purpose, trying to find peace? And see, I'm saying this because I know it to be true, because I'm speaking from experience. I'm not talking about something that I've heard, theory or anything like that. I'm talking about the things that I know. And I want to expose the tricks of the enemy that have come to steal from us, steal our joy, steal our peace, kill our purpose, and eventually destroy us. Because the Bible tells us that the enemy comes not but to steal, to kill, and to destroy. And trust me, no matter what type of gift is wrapped in or what the outside packaging looks like, if the enemy comes to you, according to the word of God, he's only coming to either steal, to kill, or to destroy. As a matter of fact, that is what Jesus himself says. So I'm not even just talking about something, oh my God, my ear was itching. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh man, that right there is something special. It comes to kill, to steal, to kill, and destroy, and in that order. So my goal with this podcast, with this show, I really don't even want to call it a podcast because I just want to sit up here and talk and just discuss with you some of the things that we can do as a people, as a community, as a family. Because I'm going to tell you what, your uncle has gone through it already. When I look back over my life, I'm not going to try to sing, but I could tell you some things. God has blessed me to be on this earth quite a long time, and I thank God for it. And even in the midst of all of that, it hasn't been all peaches and roses and rainbows. It hasn't been all joy and sunshine. It's been a lot of hard knocks. Some of it has been at my own doing. Some of it's been because you remember that what was that show? Not it was a show, it was a movie. Life can't get right. Talented in so many ways, gifted in so many ways, but there's just something that I just could not get right. And even now, I'm a chronic procrastinator, and I'm putting strategies in place to make sure that I don't procrastinate. One of the things that I have to do is put myself on a schedule. I hate that. Ugh. But guess what? In order for me to be successful in life and to be productive, I have to put myself on a schedule. I have to place myself in a position where I can prosper. Because if I keep doing things the way that I've always done them and expect different results, then I'm playing right into Einstein's definition of insanity. I'm playing right into it. And it is crazy how true that is, that a lot of us continue to do the same thing over and over and over again and expecting something different to happen, expecting something miraculously to take place that is going to shift, but we're still doing things the same. And we can't continue to move the same way we've always moved if we want our lives to be different. So I'm encouraging somebody this week, just change it up just a little bit. Change it up just a little bit. Get up 30 minutes earlier. When you get up, don't grab your phone first. Meditate. Think about the day. There are some amazing tools out there now that help our life become way more organized. And sometimes you may have to employ those tactics. One of my favorites is brain dumping into my AI assistant and say, hey, Mr. AI assistant, aka ChatGPT, Gemini, Grok, depending on what I'm going for. I have different tools. If I'm trying to get super general advice and try to just do simple things, I use ChatGPT. If I want to get a little bit more analytical, I'll pull out Claude. But I'm not gonna get all into that. But I'll brain dump into these tools and say, all right, help me to prioritize my day, my week, my month, as to get the most productivity out of my life. Because if I'm left to my own devices, then guess what? I'm going to continue to get the same results that I've always gotten. I'm going to continue to not be successful and wondering, where did my whole day go? Where did it go? I mean, if I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, go to the gym, do my thing, and then I turn around and wonder, it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon already. Where did my whole day go? I just missed all of these hours mindlessly doing things that did not move the needle forward one bit. It happens to me too much. And because it happened to me so often, I had to find some tools and strategies that help me get past that. Because if I continue the same way, oh my God, I can't even stomach thinking that I can go into a whole nother year and continue to do this, especially when I know better. Especially when I know better now. They say when you know better, you do better. Right now that I know better, there's no excuse. And if you want me to make videos and talk about some of the tools and how to get organized and how to, like rein in your day, put a lasso around everything, and pull it in and extract the bits that you need to, then let's talk about that. And I really do not mind talking about that because there are a lot of tools out there. There's one that I'm really trying to get into, but it is so overwhelming that I'm going to say I don't have it. I don't want to take the mental energy to learn a whole new tool, but this one tool I've seen can do everything in one time, but it's just the setup that sometimes seems to be a little bit overwhelming. So I don't know. We're going to take a look at it too. And it's called Notion. It's a note-taking app. Some people even refer to it as a second brain app. So, because it frees up so much of your time once you get it set up correctly. I know some guys who use Notion. Another one's called Obsidian. And when they start using these apps help them to be so much more productive, because once they set it, what it is, their goals and what it is they're trying to do, their to-do lists, once they get everything prioritized, this one tool helps to be a constant source of truth that they don't even have to think about it anymore, because the app actually acts as their second brain. And if you want to know more about it, look, just go right here in YouTube, or go into Google, because this is going to be on YouTube. It's going to be on several different platforms. But just search second brain, and you will see that it is a real thing. It is a real thing. So right now, I'm trying to make myself become a more creature of habit. One of the things that's going to help me with this is doing this show. Putting myself on a regular schedule where I can come here. My goal is not to grow 1 million followers or all of that stuff. My goal here is to really organize my life, put myself on a routine, change up how I think and how I move, make things more purposeful and methodical, move with intention, and those type of things. And if I can do that, if I can move with intention and move with purpose, I'm almost scared to see, and excited to see where my life goes from here. I'm telling you, everybody keeps telling me that, gee, there's no reason why you're not legit a millionaire right now, why you're not living 100% financially free. And the point is, and I had to come to this realization, is that it's because I'm not organized enough. I think that I was blessed to have ADD. I'm calling it a blessing because it has helped me so much. It's been a gift and a curse. But the good thing is, I get excited about things. I can get things done in a spurt. Boom. If you give me an idea, my brain rambles off 1,000,001 ideas and how to accomplish what it is that you said. The problem is that after I get started and get it to a place where it's almost functional, I'm bored with it at that point in time, because I know that'll work. And now let me solve another problem. Not always a good thing. And there are a lot of us out there like that. Neurodivergent, just thinking differently. But I've gotten so far off track from what I was talking about. But my purpose here, one, is that I want my audience to grow with me, because I know there are a lot of things in my life that I need to fix, and it's never too late to start. It's never too late to start. They said the best time to start was yesterday. The next best time to start is right now. So no matter where you are, you dictate your season. And whenever you start your seed, your harvest comes. So we're going to start now. Start now. And I want you guys to help to hold me accountable. See, my goal is to get up in the morning, go to the gym. So far, it's about 90% effective. So far. Come on, we're going to keep praying that I don't get bored with this. Another one is, I need to drink more water, stay hydrated. And I hate drinking water. I hate it. But guess what? Not trying to be deep, but This earth is so abundant and filled with water, but yet, and our bodies is made up of so much water. God moves in water, and it seems that this is a struggle for so many of us. I actually read a study that says most of Americans are dehydrated. Dehydrated. You mean to tell me I can go right there to my kitchen faucet and turn it on? All of this water comes out. I can buy pitchers, bottles, all of these things. Water is abundant here. But yet, somehow, I'm dehydrated because I don't want to drink water. I don't know. To me, it just seems crazy. I'd rather drink coffee. I'd rather drink tea. I'd rather drink juice. I'd rather drink anything else. Literally, literally. Any edible, non-poisonous liquid, I'd rather drink that than water. But yet I know I need it. I know my body craves it. I know that if I don't, that there are repercussions from me not drinking it. I was talking to, man, this is crazy. I met a guy who's literally a water advocate. It's crazy how to run across these people. And he's a water advocate. What he told me was that your body constantly starves for water. Water is a resource that's introduced to your body by you through food and what you drink. And what he was telling me was that being that it is a finite resource in your body, but it's also required by every part of your body treats it like a precious commodity. And those parts of your body that need water the most will go and steal water, or your body will redirect those resources to the most vital organs in your body. And when it does that, it starves other parts of your body that need water. He said it's almost like he actually made the analogy that water equates to the starving of resources in the hood. And when you have lack of jobs, lack of money, and whatnot, certain factions in those impoverished neighborhoods will go and seek those resources and get it however they live because they need those resources, right? He said your body functions the same way. So your brain needs water to think and to live, but then at the same time, you need water to help keep your joints lubricated. You need water to keep your muscles active and moving the way they do. You need water to keep your skin healthy and moisturized from the inside. You need water to do all these things. And when you don't drink enough water, then one of these other systems will go lacking because your body redirects it to where it's needed the most. And here's something crazy, because I live this, and this is going to be one of them TMI, because right now I'm suffering from a condition that I know 100% it comes from me not drinking enough water. And I have to deal with it almost every single doggone day. And so I'm drinking a lot of water right now. I know it's something that can be fixed. It's all I have to do is just continue to stay hydrated and do all of the things. So I'm doing those things now to help me get to the place where I need to be with it. Man, see, I'm way somewhere else. This is the gift and the curse thing that I was talking about, that ADD type thing. Man, but I love it. So one of the things that I did really want to talk about today was getting started somewhere. Because I'm telling you, God has placed a lot in us as a people, but the adversary to our purpose, the adversary to our purpose wants us to doubt that we actually have what it takes to accomplish that thing that has been placed in your heart and in your spirit. Some of us are just as happy, well, not happy, content. We're content living in mediocrity because the greatness that's in us, the greatness that has been placed in us, the mission, the purpose, and all these things that we're supposed to be doing, the things that we need to be doing, we're not doing it because we don't honestly feel that we're good enough to do it. One of the things that took me so long to do this show was that I was questioning, is my speech good enough to do this? Is my audience going to receive what I say? Is the algorithms that push this out in front of people going to do it? Is my friends going to look at me a certain type of way? Is too many questions, too many what ifs had me questioning whether or not I was actually built or made to do this. And I promise you, I hate that I gave so much energy to all that negativity versus actually taking the time and putting the work in. Because if I had the questions about whether or not I was good enough, then why didn't I put the work in to do the research to see what can I do with this? And then the other thing that I did was that paralysis by analysis, or analysis paralysis, where I went over and over and over in my head. I studied 1,000,001 podcasts, literally. I looked at videos on how to start a podcast in 2025. As a matter of fact, it goes all the way back to 2024. It was when I first was supposed to do this. But I'm dedicating this time to doing this now. I bought all kinds of equipment. I got speakers, audio interfaces, cameras, microphones, headphones, whatever this thing is. Man, I could if I was to let you look around my studio right now, you'll see so many things. Microphones. I mean, so many things. I have a whole big studio microphone sitting right here. That if I wanted to kind of front and make it look like I was talking on this thing, I could. iPads, lights, tripods, all kinds of things. Taking the time to to see if my studio lighting looked correct. I mean, sound panels on the wall, all types of things to distract me and says, is this right? Is this right? And I realized something. If I didn't start somewhere, it was going to never be right. So I had to start somewhere. You know what I mean? How about this? This is going to sound utterly crazy. Do you know that I didn't want to go to the gym until my body got enough shape where it looked like I didn't need to go to the gym? How crazy is that? How crazy is that? I mean, didn't want to start a podcast or start a YouTube show or series until it was perfect. Letting the perfect be the enemy of the good. It's like sitting at a street and looking 4 blocks ahead, but not wanting to go till all the lights are green. Utterly crazy versus getting started, putting one foot in front of the other, putting the reps in, putting the work in, just doing. Because if you continue to do things the way that you've always done it, you're going to get what you always got. You're going to, there's no way around it. There's no way around it. That's just the way it is. So stay on this journey with me. I'm going to polish this up a little bit more. This is probably like maybe the second or third episode that I've done. I'm going to do a full episode on imposter syndrome because there's so many episodes. There's so many stories in the Bible where God used people who didn't feel they were qualified to do what it is that he asked them to do, but God qualified them as they were doing it. Moses, like God, I can't speak. I stutter. God says, so what? I got you. You know what I mean? Moses was like, but how the people that I'm going to gonna receive me? Don't they know what I did? I killed a dude. God says, you worried about the wrong thing. I mean, that's just one example of coming at God with excuses about, just coming at God with excuses about so many different things. But the good thing is that when it actually started, when each one of these people who were in the Word of God, in the Bible, when they actually started, regardless of every excuse that they made, God had his way, and the mission and the purpose for which they were called was accomplished. So who am I with my finite mind, with my limited view, tell someone with a divine view how I should do this? So when I'm looking at the greater vision, the greater mission, the greater purpose, my love has to be way greater than my fear. Because the Bible tells us that perfect love casts out fear, because fear has torment. And I don't want to be tormented. So my love has to be greater than my fear. Regardless of whether I'm afraid, do it afraid. Because I care more about those who are listening than about my apprehensions, than about my fear, than about my whatever perceived shortcomings that I have. I can't care that much about those small things and let them hinder me from the greater purpose. So guess what? Y'all got me. I'm here. I'm here. I'm locked in. So like I said, just rock with me on this journey. Each one of these is going to get better and better and better and better and betterer as we go forward. I don't know how it's going to turn, how it's going to shape out. I don't know how we're going to, I don't know how this is going to when it finishes, how it's going to come together. But all I do is I trust the one that orchestrated life itself, knowing that I fit together in a greater puzzle. And because I know that I fit together in a greater puzzle for a greater purpose, it gives me inspiration to know that I have to keep going. And when you realize that you fit into a greater puzzle, you're not just one person existing on an island outside of, completely isolated, but you're a part of a greater ecosystem, a greater purpose that all comes together. And when you realize that when you play your position in life, it's for the greater good of everybody. So we're going to rock this out. It's your favorite uncle, Uncle G, signing off Against the Grain podcast. This is 2026, and we're going to do great, great, great things. Trust me. Love you.